Hi, this is Richard, and welcome to Sidewalks Entertainment. Today, Lori has two of the stars of Leverage Redemption.
One of them you've seen in Toasts of Tinseltown, Bulletproof, and of course Leverage and Leverage Redemption. And joining her is an actor who you've seen in shows like Leverage, the original Leverage, Leverage Redemption, Complications, and 68 Whiskey. Gina Bellman and Beth Riesgraf will be joining us right here on Sidewalks Entertainment. So don't change that channel because you're watching Sidewalks Entertainment. I'd like to welcome returning guest Gina Bellman, joined by Beth Riesgraf to Sidewalks Entertainment. Hi, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, great to be with you today.
Thank you for having us.
So Gina, it's been a while since we've had you on our show. Welcome back.
You?
Anything new with you? Have you traveled anywhere new? Picked up any new hobbies or projects, say in the last 2 or 3 years?
I think what I would say is that we've all fallen in love with the city that we live in when we shoot Leverage Redemption. We've all fallen in love with New Orleans, and when we're there, we really take advantage of the music scene and the jazz scene and the wonderful history of the city and the cookery of the South. So I would say when I'm back in London, my life is pretty busy being kind of family, being a mom, and but when we're away in New Orleans, we really do take full advantage of that incredible city.
And Beth, this is your first time on Sidewalks Entertainment. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So, Beth, we've seen you in shows like Complications, 68 Whiskey, and of course, the original Leverage, on top of Leverage Redemption. Let's talk about your success story of how you got into the work that you do. How did you start your career as an actor, and what inspired you to go into acting?
Well, I started out as a photographer in high school, and I always pictured myself behind the scenes, as a storyteller behind the camera. And then, as luck would have it, I got into doing some commercials, and that led into some guest stars. And then, the ball just started rolling from there. I had done other series before that didn't get picked up. And so when Leverage was picked up, it was really like the first time I had a shot at being a series regular on a great show. And then here we are all these seasons later, technically 8 if you count the original Leverage. So I hit the jackpot is what you could say. And now I'm also directing on the show. I've directed 5 of the episodes. So all my dreams are coming true, which I could not be more grateful for. And with a group of people that I consider family and feel so fortunate to collaborate alongside of.
And Gina, this is another season of Leverage Redemption. It looks like a lot of fun to film. What did you enjoy most about working on this latest season?
I think for me this season, it was that I got to be flirtatious. Like Sophie's thinking about dating again. She's sort of lost her kind of broken heart. She's no longer sort of grieving. And to be, the first season of Leverage Redemption, she was obviously grieving. Second season, she was dealing with the collateral damage of hurting people throughout her earlier life as a criminal. And this season, she's just really enjoying the leadership role. She's enjoying the other characters, watching them flourish. And she's taking a little wellness time for herself and planning, a future relationship with her daughter and planning a potentially future relationship for herself. So it's a very feel good season for Sophie, and that was very nice to play.
So, Beth, not only, as you mentioned earlier, not only do you play the role of Parker in Leverage Redemption, but also you have directed a couple of the episodes. So what has your experience been like being able to direct and act in this series?
Yeah, the experience has been really amazing. It took me 20 years to get in the Directors Guild, and now that I'm here, I just pinch myself that I get to do what I love so much, collaborating with the crew and the teams and all the meetings and decisions and collaboration that goes into the maison scene, right? Every single thing you see in that frame has to be decided upon. And while I'm shooting one episode, I'm prepping the one I'm going to direct. So it's pretty full on, but luckily I have the support of an amazing cast and crew. And, they're willing to work with me and meet with me on the set in the food truck and make that our office if I can't make it to the production office for a few hours. And, truly, every director has an amazing partner in their first AD, their first assistant director. And we happen to have some of the best. And actually, Ann Salzers was one of the first female ADs in Louisiana, and she's a total rock star, and we love her. But it takes a village, and having the support of the cast and the crew is everything. I wouldn't be able to do it without that.
Apart from acting, what are some other professional ventures that you hope to also do one day?
Well, I'm currently producing a feature film that my creative partner wrote, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm collaborating, on a couple of other projects, and I'm currently writing 2 of my own. So I have a lot of goals that I'm tracking right now. So that's all really exciting.
And Gina, apart from your work on TV, you've also acted in theater and narrated poetry for the Lovebook app. What are some other projects or professional ventures that you also hope to do one day?
Well, I'm still very much involved in, poetry and being part of a repertory theatre I'm involved in a charity called Word Theatre, where we go and perform short stories, and that raises money for literacy programs in schools. I'm also writing my own projects. I just finished writing my first feature, and I'm writing a comedy series with a collaborator right now. And so, I think the goal is to stay busy and just keep, challenging yourself and, find, as you say, find new interests and follow new dreams.
So just had to mention, both of you are just so fantastic in the show. Great work. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Sadly, we are out of time, but again, thank you so much for taking time to speak with me today. Everyone, be sure to watch Gina Bellman and Beth Riesgraf in the action crime drama series Leverage Redemption on Prime Video. Gina, Beth, you guys take care.
You too. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.